I know you guys have been waiting quite a long time. I'm finally back. That's all I can say. I'm excited. You're excited. Let's get work done. Let's take down the Elite Four, or as I should say, and as we all know, it's not a surprise, the Elite Five. Okay? There are 5 guys we're going to have to deal with. 1 Lorelei, 2 Bruno, 3 Agatha, Lance, and Red, as we know them. So let's get going. Off screen, I didn't do anything else other than train up my dudes. Everybody's at level 60. That's the base level where I feel most comfortable with them. You can get by with level 55 with having good learn sets for each of your Pokemon, but level 60 is some place you should strive to reach once you set off from Pallet Town. So let's get going. Make sure you have an electric type at least in the lead. That'll be your best bet against Lorelei, so we'll have Jolteon out there. It's going to help me out, so we're just going to... I don't know if I talked to her. From here on, you have to face the Elite Four one by one. If you win, the door opens to the next trainer. Good luck. Well, thank you, and I don't need it because down goes Lorelei. So let's go talk to her real quick. Welcome to the Pokemon League. I'm Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. Ha ha ha. Are you ready? I would say so. So, as you can tell, they're kind of pulling out a I forgot his name. Mahogany Town trainer. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Mahogany Town gym leader. Not Morty, because that's Eradicating City. I know people are gonna be jumping all over me about this. And so basically, as you'd expect, good types are electric. So I'm gonna start with Thunderbolt. Make sure you have good number of items. You know, get the full restores in there. Maybe if you can get along the way, get your max elixirs, get a couple revives. You're going to face a combination of water and ice types predominantly. Cloisters, Dugongs, I think Jinx, Lapras, and then a duel of 1 Pokemon. So down goes Cloister. And obviously at this point you're not going to be worried too much about experience points, but it's always nice. You know, I don't know if you have other goals to get tons of money in this game too. You got some weird sadistic goals for yourself. So we got 3 guys out already. Jinx is probably going to be our most difficult bet here. So I'm going to just stick with Thunder, most powerful move I have, even though Jinx is very, very good special. It's probably going to... No, it got a critical hit. Beautiful. Jolteon is playing MVP for me right now. And Lapras is going to go down and drop a pad as well. So Lorelei will be out before you know it. So part 57 hopefully will be taking care of all the Elite Four, and leaving part 58 and 59 probably be the only 2 parts left, with me taking care of the unknown dungeon and then just showing all the Pokemon that I've trained up. How dare you? Give me that. Ching. You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. You only got a taste of Pokemon League power. Hopefully, because that was pretty awful. So now you're going into Bruno. You want to make sure you have a flying and water type Pokemon with you, not dual, but it can, you know, if you got a Gyarados that knows wing attack, which doesn't work. So I'm going to have, since I don't have a psychic type, I'm going to switch Big Bird out in the lead because flying types are good against fighting, and that's what Bruno specializes in. He also has, uses Onix, so you want to use a Blastoise or water type Pokemon to deal with him. I'm Bruno of the Elite Four. Through rigorous training, people and Pokemon can become stronger. I've weight trained with my Pokemon. Brock, we will grind you down with our superior power. Hoo-ha! Why, thank you, drill instructor. So he's going to start off with, and he looks pretty menacing there. He looks like he got a black eye too. He's going to start out with Onix, which I should have known. Just because I want to be on the safe side, I'm going to switch out Blastoise. I don't want to get into any defensive struggles right now with a Pokemon that's got in. If that rock thrower were to hit, that would do quite a number on my flying type Pokemon, which is of course weak to rock type moves. You want to be aware of that, especially with Onix going against a flying type, even a psychic type that typically, unless it's a Hypno, will have much lower defense than its special. So as I said before, you want to go with the flying type or psychic type against these fighting guys, and you should be quicker than. And I don't know why I did that. I probably should have just done Fly. Thunder Punch, that's going to knock you out. Be careful with Hitmonchan. It's his most diverse And Ice Punch is it's the most diverse Pokemon that he has. Even though they're super effective, I'm still probably going to be able to take out this Hitmonchan because even with Hitmonchan's great defense, I can deal with him. And Paralyze will not be a problem. I have a full heal. I'm going to stick with Hitmonlee though because Hitmonlee won't offer the same threat. You won't have to worry about getting hit by Ice Punch or Thunder Punch, which are effective special effect against you. You're just gonna have to worry about physical type moves, and when they're fighting types, they're really not gonna inflict too much on you. Mega Kick's not, of course, but here we got an Onix, so I'm gonna bring out Blastoise just like so. And what you can do when you're in a secure spot like this, you can't see Onix taking you out. You can go over and use a full heal on your Pidgeot before you have to face Bruno's Machamp. I believe is the final guy. You know, won't be a Hitmon top like you'll see in the second generation. So yes, as I expected, the guide that I've always wanted and has a great holographic card. Here comes Machamp with a crappy, awful sprite. Just looks like a piece of China. What do they call that material? I forgot. So I'm gonna use Fly. That's got a powerful move here. Even though it's not very effective, Fly's gonna get me going. X defend. Unless you have Safeguard or something like that, you're not gonna be helping yourself out too much. And Machamp is not gone. Let's see if I can pull in a Wing Attack here. Thank you for using that. And Wing Attack should knock out his big behemoth, so it's always good. Right here you can see for sure having your Pokemon up to level 60 will give you the edge on at least the first two guys, and I believe the first three. How could I lose? My job is done. Go face your next challenge. Well, thank you for being succinct. Now we're going into Agatha. Agatha uses Ghost type Pokemon and I believe a couple maybe Poison type mixed in there. So in order to remedy that, or not remedy, but deal with that, you're going to have to use a Psychic or Bug type. As you know, I don't have any Psychic type Pokemon, which is my biggest weakness, but I do have Jolteon that knows Pin Missile, which is a Bug type move, surprisingly. And I'm going to also heal up Big Bird while I'm at it. I'm going to use full heal, and then I believe I bought a Max Potion. A couple of them. There we go. One. Just might as well take care of this right now. And we got 3 more guys to take care of, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So now we're going to be moving on to Graveyard, Agatha. I'm Agatha, the Elite Four. Oak's taken a lot of interest in you, child. That old Duff was once tough and handsome. That was decades ago. Now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokedex. He's wrong. Pokemon are for fighting. Brock will show you how a real trainer fights. Alright, so apparently she's all talk and no game. I mean, don't be dissing Professor Oak. He gave me this gig in the first place. Just give him a shot. So here comes Gengar. It's a pretty powerful Pokemon. You're not going to have too much luck using normal type moves, obviously. And you're not going to have too much luck going against a special, because that is pretty good special. Alright, so that missed. Nightshade, you should fare pretty well against, I believe it's a Ghost type move. So Pin Missile, let's see how much that does. That's a critical hit. Super effective. So once again, its attack is really bad though, which is the downside. So I might even have to try using special type moves. I'm just going to stick with Jolteon to deal with this guy right now. I'm going to use Thunder, and thankfully it hit. You can also teach Thunder Gengar, which is pretty cool, but obviously I'm not using a Gengar. And so it looks like Pin Missile is not going to be what I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to probably have to... this is perfect. I forgot that Agatha had a Golbat. I'm going to stick with Thunderbolt here with Jolteon perfectly working out for me there. And down goes Golbat for sure. See you later, Big Tongue, Michael Jordan. So third in the group is the lower level of Gengar. So I'm going to switch out and I'm going to bring up Boulder. I'm not sure if it still holds on to poison with it, but I'm going to try Earthquake nonetheless. Oh, thank you. So Earthquake, obviously Haunter doesn't have good defense as you would expect from like I believe it weighs like 2 pounds or something like that, which is doesn't make sense if it's some like wafting ghost. So here comes an Arbok, poison type, so I'm going to stick with the Earthquake. And we'll knock out this big guy real quickly. Thank you for not using Glare on me. And once again, getting level 60, you're going to keep yourself higher than at least the first 3 guys you're going to face. I believe Agatha is a level 60 Gengar though, which is coming up right here. I'm going to keep Boulder out in the lead for that though, but at least we're at the same level. Could use our 61 Jolteon. And I'm not sleeping. Don't try the Dream Eater, buffoon, fool, whatever I want to call you. So Gengar should be taken care of, and beautiful, that is it with Agatha. And now it's time to move on to Lance, where we want to use our Blastoise with Ice. Oh ho, you're something special, child. You win. I see what the old Duff sees in you. I have nothing else to say. Run along, child. Oh, thank you for finding your flaw. So I'm going to bring out Blastoise now, and Blastoise, you would think wouldn't be the best bet. You would, because typically only water type, but because I have Ice type along with it, which is best against dragon types, which Lance specializes in, we're going to have to use that. He also has flying types associated with it, and I believe he starts with a Gyarados. So I'm actually going to start with Jolteon, if I'm not mistaken. And then once he gets away from the Jolteon, you want to switch back to Blastoise. You can not only deal with, I heard about you, Brock, with dragon types, but the Charizard in second gen at least. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance the Dragon Trainer. You know that dragons are mythical Pokemon. They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. Well, are you ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me, Brock. That's a lie. You got defeated by Red. Why didn't you tell me this? Dragon Ball Z, Super Saiyan. So, here comes Gyarados, like I expected. We're going to have double effectiveness against it, being that it's a flying and water type. So, or quadruple type, or effectiveness. So Jolteon's going to be just a team player today. Utility man all the way, giving me the victory. So here comes Dragonair. It also has a Dragonite, as you expect, which I believe is the one of the highest levels in the entire game that you'll be facing. And hopefully if Blizzard hits, you should have such an easy time facing off with Lance. Its Dragon-type Pokemon go down, drop of a hat. So you won't have to worry about that threatening you too much. Hyper Beam is really not going to hurt Blastoise too much as well, which is a common type or a common move for many Dragon type Pokemon. Even they would have to recharge as well, so you're going to have no problem with Blastoise's good all around defense and offensively. So here comes Aerodactyl, and that's what I was looking for earlier. Aerodactyl's a part rock type, so I'm going to use Hydro Pump here. He's going to have to recharge, and I guarantee you Blastoise is going to be able to stand up to that Hyper Beam. Yep. And Hydro Pump should be knocking out this guy right now. I should have used Ice type, but I'm an idiot, because that would have been quadruple type effective against Brock Flying. But I got away with it nonetheless. And here comes his final Pokemon, the last straw for him. Intimidating Dragonite that is going to be able to have a second life here as I miss with Blizzard. Hopefully that doesn't take care of me. No, it doesn't. Still got plenty of oxygen left in the tank there, and Dragonite is going to be gone. Yes, thank you, and sorry Lance, but you're going to be defeated 2 in a row now. So I'm going to go face Red, as he didn't tell me. That's it. I hate to admit it, but you're a Pokemon Master. So I still can't believe my Dragons lost to you, Brock. You are now the Pokemon League champion. Or you would have been, but you have one more challenge ahead. You have to face another trainer. His name is Red. He beat the Elite Four before you. He's the real Pokemon League champion. And of course, he does everything before I do. And now we're going to face off with him for the final time. Red, hey, I was looking forward to seeing you. Brock, my rivals should be strong to keep me sharp. While working on my Pokedex, I looked all over probable Pokemon. Not only that, I assembled teams that would beat any Pokemon up to whatever. And now, I'm the Pokemon League champion. Brock, do you know what that means? I tell you, I'm the most powerful trainer in the world. So I guess it's kind of a cool change in storyline as we end up facing Red. It's just not a totally climactic game as much as you would like it to be, at least. And with this, Jolteon will have taken out a Pokemon in every single team that we've had to face through this Elite 5, as I like to call it. Down goes Pidgeot there, and we're used to his team by now. He's going to bring out Alakazam, so I'm going to bring out Boulder. You can see right there, fighting type Pokemon aren't going to be too great here. Neither are fire types, even though in the second generation they recommend having a seasoned fire type along for the ride. And Psychic is going to be good, but Boulder should be able to stomach that. and I'm going to bring out Earthquake, and pretty sure I'm going to knock this Alakazam out. And this just shows you how weak Alakazams are to Pokemons that have great attack. But the dichotomy with that is that fighting type Pokemon often have the greatest attack that you'll see, and you're not going to have the best of time going at a fighting type Pokemon or psychic type with a fighting type, so you're going to have to find happy medium, which is the ground type often. So I'm going to use Surf now on this rock ground type Pokemon, which is going to have great effectiveness, and Rhydon should be out on one hit KO, knocking him up. Excuse me. And here goes Rhydon, get me a level 61, and Jolteon's going to have another shot, another crack at it, and I'm trying to remember what the other Pokemon besides a Venusaur is in his party. We'll find that out sooner than later, excuse me, if I can speak without using metaphors. And Gyarados should be taken care of as well. So Gyarados is just, they don't cut it for me, to be honest. They look really menacing, but their moveset, unless made very diverse, is just not something I'm a huge fan of. Here comes Arcanine, and I'm going to use Blastoise again. Might as well get Blastoise as much love as I can give him. And Venusaur is actually probably going to be taken down by my Ninetales, excuse me. I want to get him into the mix as well. So this Arcanine is at a very high level. He did a good job training this guy up from Growlithe, staying with him. And oh my goodness, there's no way he stood up to that. So I'm just going to bounce back. Hydro Pump. And that's the thing about Pokemon. There's things such frustrating as that, but it really is not going to hurt you in the end. It just kind of shows how it's not too hard to have to find resiliency in this game to complete it, which is something that is lacking from this game. So I'm going to use Ninetales, get him in the mix. Sorry, Ruxquando, but you were kind of an afterthought to my team to begin with, so you're just not going to be able to participate this time around. And to finish off the show, I'm going to go with Fire Blast, which, you know, I'm expecting to take it out, but yes, it does. So down goes Venusaur, and down goes Elite 5. Down goes the game in terms of the storyline. That can't be. You beat my best. After all that work to become League Champ, my reign is already over. It's not fair. Why? Why did I lose? I never made my mistakes raising my Pokemon. Darn it, you're the new Pokemon League Champion, although I don't like to admit it. So here is Oak, always trailing behind, always following you and his grandson. So you won. Congratulations, you're the new Pokemon League Champion. You've grown up so much since you first left Squirtle. Brock, you have come of age. Brad, I'm disappointed. I came when I heard you beat the Elite Four, but when I got here, you already lost. Do you understand why you lost? You have forgotten to treat your Pokemon with trust and love. Without them, you'll never become a champ again. Brock, you understand that your victory was not just your own doing. That bond you share with your Pokemon is marvelous. Come with me. And he said that to his grandson, even though he defeated Elite Four. Alright, just get over yourself. Hiram, congratulations, Brock. This floor is the Pokemon Hall of Fame. Pokemon League champions are honored for their exploits here. Their Pokemon are also recorded in the Hall of Fame. Brock, you have endeavored hard to become the new Pokemon League champion. Congratulations, Brock. You and your Pokemon are Hall of Famers. So now I'm going to let you guys enjoy the screen. Thank you for following me through this. This is not the final episode, but it's the final of the actual battles. And I'll see you guys in part 58. We'll be going to the Unknown Dungeon.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my